to the ACC.
Next, here we go. Whoo, now this we did not see coming.
I can't believe this happened.
I haven't
But I told you,
respected
I said it again. I said, hey, Virginia's undefeated. No, they were 3-1. I was like, hey,
I still think they a scam. But Florida State's defense, I don't know what y'all got going on.
They stayed on the bus.
Hey,
we weren't there.
Yeah, and this is the thing. Tommy Castellano still getting it done.
He scored 38 points. I mean,
and I mean, if you look at quarterbacks, he probably the guy. Now he did throw 2 picks, but he also had 14 carries, 78 yards. He might be the best quarterback in college football right now. From Waycross, Georgia. I ain't know he's 5'11" though.
No. I'm not rolling with that. But shout out to Virginia, man. I mean, Virginia can score. And this is crazy because Florida State, first off, I knew it was going to be Florida State is terrible on Friday games. They lost to Georgia Tech on the Friday game on that block kick, the return for a touchdown when they was wearing all white. That was kind of the beginning of the end. It is.
Can Florida State save themselves? They can't.
Yeah,
they still have
you can win out. It's 12 spots. You can win out. You beat Alabama. At the end of the day, right now, you put feet on Alabama.
Yeah, and you still play Miami.
And Clemson.
And Clemson unranked. Clemson,
my bad. Normally, that's a good game. But,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's really the last 2, though, ain't it? Florida,
Clemson, I mean, Clemson probably realistically gets back into the top 25 by the end of the season. They're going to beat North Carolina. They'll beat Boston College, probably beat SMU, Duke. They'll lose to Florida State. And if they can beat Louisville, Furman, and I mean, they'll probably be playing for their life versus South Carolina at that last game of the season. That'll be whether they're top 25 or not. But they're not a playoff team. For sure not.
No. So, I mean, and so Florida State doesn't play Georgia Tech this year? So they could get to Georgia. They can still get to the championship.
Georgia Tech. Hey, y'all just got to do your homework, brother.
But okay, let me finish. They just got to beat Miami, and then they can meet Georgia Tech in the ACC championship game. Then, right? If I'm not mistaken. So everything is still there for Florida State. Again, with this 12-team playoff, you really shouldn't really panic right now. Now, if you lose another game, then
what you really did is tricked off your mulligan.
Yeah. You have to hope everybody loses. If you lose a game, you got to hope everybody loses.
Well, no. I mean, they got a tough road to hoe because you still got Miami, who's undefeated. You got Louisville, who's undefeated.
Yeah, and it's not the Florida State of old.
Cal is 4-1. I don't think that lasts. And Virginia's 4-1.
They lost.
So, yeah, but what I'm saying is there are 5 teams in front of you right now.
You talking about Florida State? I think but they're favored in every game but Miami.
Yeah, but I think the Georgia Tech, if they do what they need to, they're going to get there. And I think that Miami gets there. That means you don't get a call, brother. No call.
You did all that to say, I'm right. I said, yeah, you got to beat Miami. I literally started that off with, you got to beat Miami. So, if you beat Miami, then that gets you to the championship game. But they're favored in every other game. I'm assuming that they're going to win every favorite game. That's what I'm going to say. So if they win every favorite game, the only game they're not favored in is the Miami game. And that's the game you got to win.
Well, this is the other trick bag. Cal has a better schedule. Duke, UNC, Virginia Tech, Virginia, Louisville, Stanford, SMU.
They do not have a better schedule.
They only play one ranked team, and that ranked team is 24, and that's Virginia.
You're going to see even when they play Florida State, they're not going to be favored. Florida State is favored. They don't play Florida State?
No,
you just said they play Florida State.
No. Cal for the rest of the season. Duke, UNC, Virginia Tech. They're one more ranked game versus Virginia, Louisville, Stanford, SMU. I think that they're probably not as good of a team, but they have an easier road to the ACC championship.
Okay. You must have pivoted from talking about Florida State's schedule to just talking about teams that are in the running. So I thought you said they had to play Cal because you said Cal is 4-1. We were talking about the schedule.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is Florida State is favored in every game. Cal, I don't believe in Cal. I don't believe in, except for Miami. I don't believe in Cal. Louisville, you just said they got to work out for Louisville because they're undefeated, but then you just said, and when they coming against Cal, Florida, that Louisville is whatever, they're not ranked. So they can't be not good against Cal or fraudulent against Cal, but then Florida State got to look for it. See what I'm saying? So to me, Florida State only has to worry about, if they show up and play like they're supposed to, they only have to worry about Miami. If they can beat Miami, then they'll get to play probably Georgia Tech, if Georgia Tech beats Miami. Or they'll go to a rematch with Miami. Either one. But the ACC is interesting. What I didn't think was that Georgia Tech was going to be the powerhouse, because they beat Virginia, they beat Wake Forest, and they came back to win that game too. Wake Forest, that slow mesh. Told y'all about that slow mesh.
It's a reasonable potential that Louisville could end up with 2 losses.
Florida State,
tight. Yeah, they could end up with like a 3 or 4 way tie.
Yeah, Cal, I said it's still ahead of you for Florida State. You just got to win,
because Cal still has 2 losses. Even if they lose to Louisville and Virginia, there'll be 2 losses.
All this thought into Cal. Cal is
all right.
No, go ahead.
I'm saying is there's a potential for Louisville to be 2 loss, Cal to be 2 loss, Florida State to be 2 loss, and maybe even Miami be 2 loss,
and Georgia Tech to be 1 loss, if that's the case,
or potentially 2 losses too. But we'll figure it out. It'll figure out. It'll for sure shake out, and it won't ever shake out how we believe anyway. So we're gonna move right on to Georgia Tech. You called this one. It was close until the end.
Told you.
Georgia Tech. You gotta love them, man.
Smoked at the beginning too,
right?
That slow mesh from Wake Forest is the weirdest thing I've ever seen, and it works year in and year out
until players start.
And nobody else. It's like running. It's almost like seeing. You have to feel the same way when you saw like the wing tee. It's like, dang, bro, like how do you stop this? Because if you commit to the quarterback, I'm walking to the line of scrimmage with the ball,
right?
Like,
and you can still RPO out of that. You really are, as long as you have a quarterback to make a good read, you really at the mercy of what you leave available, which is the whole reason you run the scheme that you run. But you have to be disciplined, and you're waiting for the other team to be undisciplined. Those are the 2 things that get you beat. And most people not familiar with playing with something like this, and that's what makes it difficult. It's kind of the same thing that Georgia Tech's able to do to people. Hey, this is different than it looks every other week. I don't really have the game plan for this. Haynes King, though.
The thing that's about this game is
he got Diego Bobby vibes to me.
Georgia Tech allowed all them points in the first half, right? I think they allowed 21 points in the first half. If Georgia Tech gets a defense, because they only allowed, I think, 8 or 10 points in the second half. If they get a defense with that wacky offense, it's not wacky.
You talking about this season or in general?
Huh?
You talking about this season or in general?
Yeah. I'm talking because they held Wake Forest, I think, 10 points in the second half, if I'm not mistaken, 10 or 9. So if they get a defense and they can figure out, and that's why number 98 is up there, because he was a monster in the second half. If they can figure out how to play defense consistently and not give up a bunch of points with that offense, everybody's in trouble because they're tough. Once Haynes King gets going, running and throwing,
yeah,
They a problem, man. Georgia Tech's a problem. This is the evolution of the Paul Johnson offense.
Yeah, and their schedule is Virginia Tech, Duke, Syracuse, North Carolina State, Boston College, Pitt, and Georgia. And if they can do what they need to before they get to Georgia, it won't even matter.
They should be favored in every game.
But yeah,
Syracuse
but they
just got absolutely smoked by Duke. It was they got beat 34-3.
I think that they're going to lose one of these games, but they're going to be another 2-loss team.
Duke is interesting. Oh, I mean, the ACC they'll have one loss. They'll be in the championship game if they win that. Duke will be an interesting game for them to play. Duke is better than I thought. They beat Syracuse so bad.
Fran Brown was doing too much internet. And he was on too. Y'all got to figure out. Y'all need to be on them podcasts all the time. You got to worry about your job. And you talking about you recruit 5 stars and your wife is a 5-star, and then you got 5 stars beat out of you.
Yeah. We shouldn't see you this week, big dog.